Yo,
How's it going, man?
you hear me?
Yeah. You got me okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Cool. I had this whole like new setup, like set with the mic boom mic that set her up coming around, and I thought I bought like this badass mic. It was the Shure one, and it was total counterfeit. It's like some fucking. I didn't realize it's like fucking Pfizer, like Genos, like they counterfeit those, like nothing. I was like fuck. So
I
back
know.
to
I know.
my.
When someone told me about that, it was like it must have probably lasted like 5 seconds, but it must have seemed like 30 seconds where I was just like, "Wait, what? You can fake pens?
Yeah, even the vials, right? They were saying like the Primo from Bayer and shit. They would fake those.
Crazy." So
Uh, how you been, dude?
yeah, good. Yeah, man. This has been. It's funny. I need to do more shows because then we can talk more. We only talk right. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the last time I was talking to you, I was telling you about how it was the best prep of my life, and this is the best prep of my life. Man, I'm firing on all cylinders. I am killing it.
Yeah, you're looking good. You look different. I don't know what it is. What would you say it is? Like, do you think you look different? I've heard a couple people say that you just have a little different look to you.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you should know more than anybody. It's just being able to do a fucking pull up, the muscles you get from that, doing incline presses. Like sometimes you could like have everything else and just be missing a chest, and you just look like weird. It's just off. So I think I'm just filling in those gaps and then keeping what I had, and then it just kind of like flows better together. But yeah, it's not like I'm bigger. I
I,
weigh less.
I feel like, let me see if I can share this. I feel like you look almost like more aesthetic. I don't like maybe it's just the poses, but I'm gonna pull you up so people can kind of see what we're talking
Um,
about. Yeah, that's
this is
wild. That's the back shot.
this is also Colt Fitness posing room.
Oh yeah. Oh, this one's
This,
Dragon Flare
this
right
one's a
here.
little bit more. This one's a little bit more honest. The
Yeah,
Dragon
like
Room.
like like your waist looks tight, dude. I mean, your waist is never like big or anything, but it's never like this. This looks really tight. Do you think
Is
do you
it?
think it looks different, or am I just going
But
crazy?
is it or just the legs bigger? It's just like it's
Yeah.
one of those things where, yeah, I mean, I'm wearing fucking waist trimmers and I'm focusing on vacuums and stuff like that. But it was April. There's no way since April to August you can drastically change that much. I think it's just we knew that I was just starting to hit the ground running on legs when we first met, and then my shoulder was my issue. And then when you're able just to be able to train better, things sometimes can look smaller where you want them to look smaller, and things will look bigger where you want them to look bigger.
Yeah, I wonder like some of it could just be too like you're just not, you're not as fucking tight. And when you're that fucking restricted, it does impact your aesthetics a little bit, especially if you can't breathe right. It can give you a little bit extra gut. But yeah, I mean, you look like pretty ready. Did you go like on any kind of a bulk after your last show? What'd you do? Because how long ago did you compete?
Yeah, it was April.
April.
Yeah,
So what did you
I
do?
wouldn't say I got on a bulk. I just stopped dieting, maybe stopped taking cutting drugs. I definitely took a little break too with just gear, just in general, just because I was just on for so long. But yeah, I didn't even really have an off season. Like I was trying to like gain or do an insane amount of calories or anything like that. But also my posing is a little bit different too. You can throw your hips one way, make your waist a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I
Honestly, you
wanted
could
to.
spend time on posing and make way bigger changes than the actual training.
Yeah, I mean, some people like make themselves look way better, and some people make themselves look like themselves look way worse, right?
Right.
Let me see.
We know me. I'm definitely a worse Instagram person and better in person. Where a lot of people are the opposite. You're just like, man, this guy is gonna fucking win the whole thing, and then they get on stage and it's like, why does that not look the same?
A lot of times your size doesn't translate until you see it like in person. Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. So like, yeah, I mean, I feel like your chest is definitely coming up, big guy. I mean, like that's a good shot right there. Even from your last show. Do you feel like you've made some progress?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
let's
look, I mean, I can always just be telling you just the real truth. I can be like, hey, you know what? If you want to buy my training, actually, I invented a new type of chest training, and I got the secret. Sign up for my course. Or actually, I just trained chest. I went straight into the room, and that's the problem. This isn't bodybuilding. Bodybuilding isn't like you go train for 2.5 hours, no stress, take your time, and then go into the posing room, pick the lighting how you want, and then exactly your chest looks insane. But no matter what, it's going to be better than the last show. But it really is just, I've been putting the newbie on my chest, and that has been blowing it up. It's
you do that
just,
like for the whole workout, or how do you do that?
Yeah, the whole thing for
So you
sure.
have to go like lighter or what? How's that work?
Every time you use the nuebie, you have to go lighter on every
Yeah.
muscle. Yeah, it just makes whatever the weight is seem heavier anyway. But
Same
also
tempo?
yeah, I don't change anything, but it does make you do better form because it's so connected that when you like, I can do shoulders and triceps all day, but when I'm doing my chest first and then my arms, you lose that around rep number
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. You can be perfect up to a certain point. Once you get tired, other muscles kick in. That newbie just keeps you in that zone the whole time. And obviously, as long as you're training with someone that can kind of, spot you and help you, yeah, it's been forcing me to do just really good form. And if I go up a plate too fast, my triceps are taking over. You
Yeah.
know, learning what are your strongest body parts, and then realizing it's not a coincidence, it's the opposite of your worst body part. It's kind of the easiest way to fix things.
Does it like make you extra sore? Is it like the same amount of soreness or not as much soreness?
Yeah, there's nothing compared to it. You're sore.
You're fucked up, right?
Yeah, you're so sore that not only you can't even use the machine the next day because it's like it destroys whatever the muscle that you're training, and I'm destroying a good way.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's also so taxing on your nervous system. So, like when I do, like I did legs yesterday, I have to take today off completely. I can do a smaller muscle like chest or shoulders, and then I can train the next day without the newbie. But a leg day, I mean, you are just zapped the whole workout.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've still never used one. I mean, I remember
Well,
seeing,
I was going to say, the next time you're here, you would definitely love it because
yeah, yeah, let's fuck with it.
the more in tune you are with proper training, the more it turns on. You
Yeah.
can put it on someone who's never been in the gym before, and they're going to be just blown away for sure. But when you can turn it on by, I always use back as an example. You can just forward and back all day. But when you contract that back first and then pull, not a lot of people do that because then you have to go half the weight. So you would love it because it's
Yeah.
just, you're almost getting to like play with different parts of the muscle.
Yeah, that'd be cool to fuck around with. Where have you been working out mainly?
The same gyms. They did just open up well, they didn't open it up yet. I just been going. There's a new tech gym.
Yeah, I saw that. Where's that at?
Yeah, it's right here, fucking Henderson. It's
Yeah.
uh it's
So
by
south?
the Cold Fitness. And they're opening up a new fit club in the same area. But
Damn.
yeah, bro, I'll tell you, this is gonna be
Fuck.
this is the best gym in the United States already.
Yeah.
But it's not fair because you can't compete with it because they're doing what they do in Dubai. That's why the Dubai gyms are so good. All of them are showrooms. So like me and you want to open up a gym, bro, we got to drop half a mil just to even have some decent, these new tech Panada, these $5,000 machines. So you end
More than
up,
that.
yeah, exactly. You got to go. That's why you end up going like Bolt, Max Pump. You do these kind of Timu versions, and they're okay for a temporary, amount of time. But if you could have a gym that's just decked out with the straight Ferraris, yeah, you have a better gym, but the upfront it costs so much. So if you have a deal with the company where you just make it a showroom, so when these companies now want to sell equipment to other people, they just bring you to your gym. It's kind of like both people are winning because this place also needs the facility, and having a showroom where 4 or 5 days out of the week, nobody's even looking. It's a waste of money.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the future of doing gyms is just doing showrooms. So you can't compete with it because they're going to charge way less for memberships because they're not even trying to make memberships money. It's just a showroom to sell equipment. But the reason I was going to say that this is going to be the best gym in America is like to me, the best gyms are the gym in San Diego. I would say Bev's gym in New York. I really like what is it, MI40?
Yeah, I was just there. It's okay. It's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. It
I
doesn't
don't know.
fucking compare to the gym.
I mean, I haven't been there in 10 years. But when I first went there, when Pokolsky was running it, Prime was new. And I think Prime is like easily one of my favorite
Yeah.
companies. So either way, that's why I really liked it. But it was really just for Prime. The atmosphere, it's not like nothing like that. They don't even have old machines. Um, there was another gym that I went to too in Florida. It's like the Kissimmee gym. That one's really good. It's like when they were doing the Olympia in Orlando, that was like the Olympia gym.
Mm,
But the reason why I say all those gyms are my favorite, except for MI40, is they also have old machines.
yeah.
That's the best part because some of them weigh a fucking ton. the amount just to get it shipped, a gym's not going to pay it. So when you ever have a gym that has some fucking Nautilus, or now what this gym has is Strive. Strive is fucking
They have
before
who has Strive?
this new tech gym.
The new
So
tech has Strive too? I thought it was
they have,
just their shit. Okay.
they have a whole
That's
fucking
cool.
section. They're calling it the old is gold, and
Oh, that's cool.
they're painting them all gold. They're refurbing all.
That's ugly.
They're, no, it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It looks super clean. It's not like a Trump tacky gold. It's
Okay,
like,
so I'm trying to picture like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
Dookie gold. I
yeah.
th
It has mad Nautilus. Like they're just in there, and mad scientists right now putting all the chains together. They have to fly
That's
people in that
cool.
even know how to put these machines together. I'll send you a video
That's
of
cool.
the row of old stuff. The new
Yeah.
tech stuff, I'm telling you, like there is something about how it moves. It is really good. Like I'm not
Yeah.
even sponsored by them. I can't even lie to you. A lot of the stuff is really good. So that'll be cool. But the whole old section is what's going to make this the best gym in North America for
Yeah, that's
sure.
sick. I didn't know they were doing that. That's really cool. I love that. Like where I go out here is they got a lot of the old school stuff, the Cybex and the Icarian, all the classic
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They got a mad amount of body masters.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
this is where it's at. And so, like, for me, there's also another thing to a gym that I can't describe. Like, I don't want to like dog any gyms here, but there's a couple gyms. I think the one we went to is so small that I feel claustrophobic. And in that gym, it has great machines, and everyone in there is cool people, but the ceiling is like right here. There's no windows. And I keep telling my friends, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or if I'm really starting to appreciate the structure of gyms a lot more. But Dragons, right? Dragons has all of its issues, but it has the tallest fucking ceilings. It has that skylight, windows. I'm telling you, during the day, it like gives me life. And I don't know what it is with the high ceilings. And you'll hear a lot of bodybuilders talk about it. The high ceilings, it really makes a big difference. The gym in San Diego is like that. So things like that. And then things like, am I more anabolic because there's bodybuilders on the wall? No, But bro, it's fucking badass. It does something to you. Like I always love seeing something like with my dad on the wall. It's just super cool, no matter what. But them having the wall of the Olympians, which they had my dad's name spelled right on like Gold's Gym Venice. And
Really?
then now they're even doing these murals of guys like Tom
Are
Platz.
they good? Because that's the worst to see the fucking terrible murals. I feel
No,
like
it's
nobody
always
can
the
do
face.
bodybuilders.
It's always the faces, they know how to do muscles so good. And then it's just like Jesus Christ, it's every black guy the same fucking lips, it's just what the hell. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. No, it looks really good. Jay's face is a little chinky, it's a little he's doing the quad stomp, but Tom Platz looks really good. And Lee Priest is on the wall. He
That's
looks
cool.
he looks badass. And they already said that the rest of the walls are going to be all murals of different bodybuilders. So that's also a little added little, I don't know what it is. What is it doing? It's not doing anything to it, but man, it feels like a fucking hardcore bodybuilding gym with the old stuff. You have new stuff. So it's kind of like the combo of all of it. But I'm also saying this because I walk in and it's me and one other person. I have all whatever it is, 100,000 square feet to myself.
Damn, is that big? That's
It's
that's
I'm
that's some,
exaggerating, but it's
but
it's
yeah, but
it's the biggest gym here.
yeah.
I mean, because what gyms have you been here in
It's
Vegas?
bigger than the fit clubs. I mean, those are probably the biggest ones I've been to.
Fit Club's the biggest. No, Dragons is bigger than Fit Club.
Really? Isn't there? I feel like I've been to a pretty big fit club. Don't they have a couple different ones off of Sahara or something? I feel like there was a big one I went to, but it's been a long time.
Yeah. But anyway, so I would say it's probably like four or five of those.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're opening up one across the street from this new tech,
Yeah.
another Fit Club, and they were gonna make it like this kind of whole like I don't even know, like Miami Vice vibe, but I think this gym is going to hurt everybody in this area. So for athletes, it's amazing because now all of them are just competing with each other.
Yeah.
You have to up each other. And that's how it was in Dubai. It's just like, no, my dick's bigger. And then they buy this machine. And it's like not even the gym owners have ever even used these machines before. And that's always the best for athletes, members, is when other owners are so petty that they hate each other that they'll put more money in their own gym.
Yeah, exactly, man. So that's just bullshit, man. Because I mean, you know how it is in SoCal. Besides the gym, there's really fucking nothing. There's like even I mean even Venice now blows, but that's far from me. I have nothing at all. And it's like you guys got like 10 of the top 15. That's wild.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's cool too because all of them are different. Like I still go to Colt because they have Panada, and then they have that posing room. You know, they have a lot of. He's adding another 150,000 worth of Panada in that gym. Then they're opening up another location. So, man, I'm super spoiled. I was just talking about it yesterday. It's just so crazy how I can go to a different gym every single day.
Yeah, that's nuts. I mean, that is the goal. I have a couple clients that are have just retired and they're looking for something to do, and we're always talking about the gyms. I'm just trying to get a little bit more passive income before I can focus on. But there's obviously a huge missing market right here. You can make a totally badass destination gym out here, and I think it would do really well. There's so many competitors out here, and there's hardly shit. So yeah,
If,
I'll
if
run.
you're
I'll run.
gonna do it, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right.
Yeah,
Because especially you, it would it's like buying a new car and then you're like, man, I want to change like the rims or the tires or something. And then you kind of like hate the car until you add that whatever difference. And it might be so minute, like it's really nothing. But that's how I feel with the gyms. Like you're gonna have really good equipment, but then the facility sucks or the parking sucks, because you
yeah,
rushed. I tried to open up a gym in San Diego around COVID time, and we were gonna buy up an old 24/7 gym, and it was gonna be perfect, but it was like the gym was perfect, the space was perfect, but then people had to go for a parking ticket.
yeah. That'll fuck it up.
Man, I'm not gonna go every day. I'll tell you that. There's nobody who's gonna go and pay for parking every day.
I mean, I know people that don't go to the gym because of the parking. Like they only go there like on Sundays. I mean, it's fucking awful. I'll park at the hotel and walk across the street because I don't give a fuck. I love it. But yeah, that is a big thing. If they had a bigger lot, they would be even busier. So I'm glad they don't fucking have a bigger lot. When I had the gym out here, it was only 2,200 square feet. We had the whole setup, the high ceilings, but it's like you said, we put in 500 grand in 2,200 square feet, and that was like the nicest of the nice. So if you imagine, making that like 5x, you're looking at like 1.5 mil to really, really do it high end like that. So it's hard to compete,
Yeah. And you
like
know
you're
what's the most
saying.
expensive is the fucking floors. The
Yeah, and
floor.
we got the stupidest, most. I've learned not to. And it came from Spain. It was like it delayed our opening. It got fucking when everything's getting stuck in the harbor. It was
Oh
wild.
no,
Yeah,
damn.
our Prime shit was ready. They're like, we're gonna start charging you for holding our shit. It was a shit show.
Fuck,
Uh,
man.
so what did you think about the last two shows?
Yeah, I thought they were great. I think it's really great when, I mean, of course, like, since I compete with these guys, I know them. You just have your favorites automatically. I don't think there was anyone not wanting Quinton to win. But it's just like another reminder again that bodybuilding is different. Quinton was walking around in the 90s, exactly how he looked. They would have gave him those wins every single time. But bodybuilding is different now. And the guy who is just inside out should win. And I think too, and sometimes in bodybuilding, they do it a lot where they know this guy eventually is going to win. So they know that he could do better. Let's give this guy who's for sure his best he's ever been and reward him. And then I think that that's a really great thing to do. But yeah, I thought it was great. And then
What did you think going into it? Who did you think was going to take it?
yeah, I thought Jordan was going to take it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
just
yeah, when he jumped in, he looked really good.
yeah, I don't even understand how his glutes and hams are just dug out like that. And it's cool too. I didn't even realize until he posted the differences just in a year from last year,
Yeah,
how much he put on from the
yeah.
front. But yeah, it was really good. But actually, my favorite was what's his name? That one USA's that he actually beat Quentin. He
Joe,
got yeah, he's actually
dude,
been my new little flavor of the week for sure.
I love Joe. I've had him on a couple weeks ago. I was telling him I got it. He's going to Vegas next week. He's in Vegas like a week out of a month. So you guys got to link up.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely get him.
He's a good fucking dude. Nice, really
That's what I'm
humble,
saying
really
exactly.
nice fucking guy. I mean, yeah, he's a really, really like happy guy,
The sport hasn't ruined him yet.
Yeah, yeah. Even like when he didn't do that good last year, and like he just, he's like super loyal to Compton. He's been with him from the very beginning, and
Yeah,
just had the baby. So I was so happy. I had him in my top three going into it, just because he looks so fucking nuts. And I had before Jordan jumped in, I had John just because I hadn't seen him and he looked dug out. But then when he did his physique reveal, I kind of was like underwhelmed, and then Jordan jumped in. So I had Jordan, John, and Joe as the top three, and I didn't even have. Justin in the top 8 going into it. And me and Compton were talking. He's like, dude, you're fucking crazy. He's like, there's no way they're not going to put Shire in the top 5. I don't think he was in the top 10, right? Was that a big surprise to you?
Yeah, but I think that's one of those situations where, right, then you have expectations for someone and then they don't reach it. So then you kind of put them in a worse place than they would have if this guy just came out of nowhere. Because if you look at the difference between when he won Chicago and this show, it's the same.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like he's not that much worse that he's out of the first call out where one show he's winning and going to the Olympia. And I don't know if you ever talked to him. That show was such a shit show with him and I think it was Jensen who was
Yeah.
coaching. He sent me photos of what he looked like before the show. And he did the same thing he did to Quentin, where that body
Yeah.
was just, and it just worked out that the Chicago show was just strong enough that he could edge it out and go to the Olympia, which is really great. It's good momentum for him and raises his stock. But what he showed me what he looked like, then I realized, holy shit, bro, you look like shit. You know, it was like insane. Because we were talking, that's what I was telling him before FIBO that we were just sending photos of like what you look like a week or two before, and then why can't we just look like that on stage? You know, it's the most frustrating thing. And that's what he was like, bro. Like, hold my beer. Let me show you a photo. Yeah, damn. So actually, no one's actually seen what he really it's like. So that sucks for sure. I was
Do you think he
sad for.
should have been a little higher then? I mean, I think he could have been where I had him at 8th. I think they put him like 11th or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they just did it because it was just kind of like, yeah, we wanted him to win the show, and then when he wasn't, we're just like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's what they do. There's no way that they're really like, let me switch. Is he really ninth or 11th? They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
You know who looked good was I thought Patrick looked pretty good. He could have been a little sharper from the back, but I was kind of pleasantly surprised with how he came together, you know. You
Legs
never
are
know with
growing.
him. Yeah.
His legs are growing no matter
Yeah.
what. No matter what this guy tore his Achilles. This guy, no matter what this guy had, I don't want to say no legs. I hate when people like say these exaggerations, but he had not good legs, went to the Olympia, then tore his Achilles. I was thinking in the back of my
Shit.
head, like that, this is so great that you're back to squatting and you're able to be doing life stuff. But I never thought in a million years until he even came to the Legion and those things were flaring again. Now it's just not coaching yourself,
Yeah.
you know? And really, except that's what I told Quentin at the Arnold in March. He's the only person that now I'm starting to believe that you can coach yourself because, and this is before he even showed up in Tampa, because I just think it's impossible. I think it's absolutely impossible to compete
For
in
you,
those.
it definitely is. For most everybody, it is, I think.
Yeah. If you weigh over 255, there's no way you're prepping yourself that last week. So that's now Patrick's problem is that now he's got the structure back. He's got his legs back. Now
Wait,
he just
wait.
needs,
He's working with Patrick?
no, I'm saying
Oh,
Patrick
Patrick. Oh, okay. I thought, yeah, I
is
gotcha,
doing his
gotcha.
own
Yeah,
diet.
yeah,
And
yeah,
now that's the next thing.
yeah.
But the last time I talked to him, he kind of was just sounding like, he's just kind of enjoying it. He's getting back, but he's already thinking about, plan B and trying to actually have a different future, which is always good.
How does he like? How does someone like him make money? He's like an in-person trainer, isn't he? Or he used to be, right?
Yeah. Well, then he just moved to Florida. So I know how it is too when you like move to a new state or a new country. You have like a fresh start. You're almost like you won your pro card again. And if you see him training, and obviously he's closer with his girl now. They were separated because she was living there. So who knows? Maybe if he's now gets the second win and he's like, you know what, fuck it, I want to go all out again. I think we would see even a bigger change from him by this time next year.
Were you watching it live, the Tampa?
Nah.
I mean, I was talking to Justin, I really thought that they should have probably had a top 3 with Joe and like because when they brought him and John out like for the 3 and 4, like Joe won like every pose against him. So I thought he could have gone that top 3. And so we're texting the whole time. And I don't know, so I guess you didn't see, but it's like after they do their last go round and they're all waiting for the results, then they did like this big, huge fucking intermission thing where like and not intermission, like no, they didn't leave, like they're like, okay, we're about to announce the winners, but before we do that bring out Gardner and he's going to talk about his charity for like fucking 40 minutes or whatever. He
Oh
sat there.
shit.
And then they came out and they gave Kevin Levrone some Lifetime Achievement Award. And
Oh, I saw
right after
that.
that, and I love Levrone. Levrone, he fucking could talk about himself for a minute. He's really good at that. So he's going on and on. And I'm texting Justin. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And Compton, he's like, Compton's I should see what he said. He goes, I'm literally fucking cursing out in this audience, trying not to cause a scene,
Oh,
because these
because he was
guys,
there, of course.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we're
duh.
waiting to see what the fuck is happening. Like, where are you placing? These guys are just sitting there starving, like fucking cold, like fucking now they're getting like all cold for an hour. It's like I thought it was kind of fucked up. It was funny though. I could just see Justin losing his shit.
And it's just crazy because how long have we been doing shows, that we're still doing this shit? Like we still are. It's not until this, I think this last Olympia was the first time that they just brought the guys out right away. Because before it was like the opposite. It's almost like, hey, bikini girls don't have to peak. All these other classes, they're not really like peaking on timing. They're not pumping up really, except for some bands. Let's have them go first so they're done and then make the guys in the back sit till fucking midnight. So thank God this last Olympia, somebody must have said, like, have you ever bodybuilded before in your life? So you can see they're starting to make some changes. But now this Lifetime Achievement Award thing is just almost like, no, they're back to not knowing what the fuck they're doing.
I felt so bad for the guy, especially for Quentin and Jordan, because it's like they're fucking tight. Like you're in a tight battle for one or two, and you're sitting there for fucking an hour, like on pins and needles. It was just kind of funny,
Oh,
but
I'll
fucked
look,
up.
especially like my body, I'll look like a completely different person in an hour just sitting around.
Oh yeah.
I'll just melt away. So thank God they still looked good.
Well, it was after they had judged everything, so it was like literally before they were announcing the winner. So they're like, everything's done. They've done all the scoring. Now we're just gonna keep you fucking here. So I was like,
They know, they know because if they would have been like, all right, this is the winner, and next up is the Lifetime Achievement Award, you'd be like, everybody,
Yeah.
where'd you go?
And
Yeah.
so I think it was pretty much like all the same people that did Texas. It was cool that Joe jumped up. I guess Quentin looked a little bit off. I think he talked about being a little bit off. Do you know who's going to be going to what is there? There's only two qualifiers left, or what? How many European? So two. Italy
Yeah.
is Italy next, or Italy is the last one?
Italy's next. Yeah.
Okay, and then what's the one after that?
Germany.
Okay, so do you know who's going to be going in? I know Mark. They were saying, and Quentin's doing Italy too, right?
Yeah, they had a list. I even took a photo of it because, yeah, like it's gonna be really cool to compete with Quentin. Like he's just like a badass person. And then Mark Hector, like he's also kind of been through some. So I think you could even help him. He's been through
Yeah,
really mad shoulder.
somebody actually tagged me on one of his posts saying that too, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh yeah, too bad he's like fucking UK, right? Isn't he over there?
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, it was like one where he hurt one, and then he hurt another. I can't find the list, but I think the other guys are actually going to be the ones that are going to be the like. This is how bodybuilding is like because right, it'll be me, Mark, and Quentin, and we'll have like shape and lines. It'll just be. It's going to be the complete opposite what Lee Haney is saying bodybuilding is. So. But if you throw another three guys in there that are just inside out, shredded, it changes the kind of whole dynamic of the first call out. So I actually think a couple of those other European guys.
Who's like Presti, or you think Presti will probably do it, right?
I don't think Presley's doing it.
You think he's done? Because I mean, he was
He might be just
competing.
done for. He might just be done for the year.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I even screenshot it. I can't find it, but yeah, because I even wanted to name them by name because I hate when they don't get respect. There's
Emir will probably do him, right?
Yeah, I mean, Amir's right for sure. But it's just that we can't pronounce their names, and two, we just Americans were so bad with your Europeans and knowing
Is
them.
is Vlad competing this year?
Vlad said that he was going to take. I just talked to him yesterday. It's so funny. He said he's gonna,
Random.
yeah, yeah, it was random. He wanted to take the year off and work on some things. He said he had a lot going on this year. He's dealing with some sponsor stuff, but he says he still loves Dubai because he's like, oh, when are you going to come out? I'm like,
Never fucking going
you're going to
back.
have to pay me a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So it'll be interesting for Quentin. I mean, I'm sure he has, but I'm just thinking about all the shows he's done. He's always like been the one that stood out with his structure. I can't recall him standing next to like two guys that are going to match his width, and almost height.
and and it's funny too because when I did FIBO and it was Andrew, I was like, damn, this is the first time I'm going to go against someone who's taller than me. Like, so the stature advantage I'm not going to have, So I knew that going in, and I was just like, ugh, at least no matter what show I do, I'm just going to at least be back to being the tallest again. Fucking Quentin has to jump
Quentin.
into the show. He's like 6'2". So no, he's going to be towering over all of us. And Mark is no shorty either.
Yeah.
He's a tall guy too. So yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. But I would have said I'm not worried about him because exactly he's doing another show. He's just super excited. He thought about not wanting to do this anymore. I know he's got to be on a high. Him and his relationship are doing good. Not that that's going to make him not do good, but it just kind of makes you where, you know what, this year was good. It was a win, and I was kind of like, let's finish it out and have a good, rest of the year. It's not the end of the world if we don't go to the Olympia until he now is training with Samson. So
Yeah, I
now,
saw that.
so now that he's doing that, now no matter what, there's no way he's going to be worse.
Oh yeah.
How much better he will be, we'll have to see. But I know the posing, I know the training, I know just even just the confidence has got to be skyrocketing now to have. I know I'm low-key jealous. Like I fucking knew Samson when no one knew Samson. I went up to this guy after he's like training in the hotel room for the COVID competition, and I'm just like, hey man, I just want to let you know because he like went 2 weeks early so he can quarantine, did push-ups and shit in the hotel room, and then like day before he's going to do the show was canceled, and no one really kind of talked about it. It was just kind of like, I mean, it was COVID. It was way more
Well,
serious.
he did it though. No,
No,
they
they canceled the show. That whatever the Asia show was that he was in the hotel room, they definitely canceled it. He maybe did another one.
no, that was the one that they fake canceled. They said they canceled, and then they ended up doing it on the low and didn't announce it to anybody. And he lost to
Oh,
that lost to that Asian guy.
I didn't know that.
Because
Holy shit.
I actually didn't like Samson because I was like, man, I'm glad he lost to this Asian guy. He's trying to go out there and fucking get an easy qualification and shit. And now I'm like, wow, actually that was like the most badass thing.
It
So
is bad.
I remember they said they canceled it, and then like TFE media, like the Asian guys, were like, yeah, they did it on the secret, like they didn't tell anybody, and it was
Damn.
only like 5 people or something. I think it wasn't anybody.
I totally missed that. But yes, yeah, because I even went up to him after that and I was just like, man, I would have never did that. Oh, he's like doing a
I think
handstand.
it was 1 point actually too. I think
No
it might have been like one
way.
fucking point. Yeah,
Holy shit.
I
Maybe
forget what
that's
it
what it
was.
was. I knew that he didn't go to the Olympia from that show, and maybe I just figured it didn't happen. But yeah, he's doing fucking handstands against the wall and doing shoulder.
Yeah.
Down.
He's just
Like,
running in place. I remember him just running in place.
yes, exactly. It's so funny. He's doing all this, and you're just like fucking hater.
I know. I don't know why I was a hater. He's like the nicest guy. I
Yeah,
talked to him a
he
couple
is
times. He's
exactly.
so
So yeah,
nice.
I'm gonna message him. I just saw that today. I'm gonna message him and cuss him out because I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, I've been supporting you and no one gave a fuck about you. Where's my call to come out to the UK?
Did he call him and ask him and said, "Hey, I want to take you under my wing. You're just too old. Now he can't mentor
I
you."
don't know. I don't know for sure, but I know Quentin didn't call him. I know that. I know Quentin. He's not going to be like, "Hey, man, can you think you can take me under your wing and train me?" That's not his demeanor. No, I think he really so he sees huge potential in him,
Well, it's because he's
and
Nigerian too. That's what it is. The
uh,
Nigerian link. You're Cuban. You're not dark enough.
yeah, I guess not enough pigment. Um, so yeah, so no matter what, that's going to be really cool, and that's a cool dynamic for the sport of just them doing that together. I'm really happy for them. I wish I didn't like him, so I can be talking shit like it's not going to matter, fuck you. But I'm low key just super jealous, and I'm very happy for both of them. I think it's good for Samson too. I think he's got his wife and he's got his circle, but I think it's also nice for him to stand next to someone taller than him. I think they're going to push each other, and I think it's good all around. I think Samson knows that too. I think deep
Yeah.
down, you're not
Yeah.
going to train with someone where you're adjusting the seat, and it's annoying.
Yeah, he's got like pretty like good detail. That's something about him, even when he's not the leanest of lean people, especially his lower body. Like he's got such good like separation in his legs and his glutes will still be in even at a higher body fat. So I mean he doesn't have to like kill himself to get down. And I think that's the balance he's trying to find. What do you think happened in Texas? Did you talk to him or did you think he looked worse? I really didn't see too much. I saw him make a post about
No, I
it.
usually don't try and call anyone after the shows because I just know how it is. You're just getting blown up, and then really you haven't even had a chance to really self-reflect yourself. So really talking and asking questions about it, it's just kind of pointless. You wait till after, but you can at least be like, congrats and stuff like that. But I messaged him and I said, let's get together in Italy. And I definitely wanted to ask him because it's a big change. It's a big change to go from being with a coach, and he's a good coach. Like, I mean, on paper, Matt Jensen's a good coach. So to be with someone that like he's got these winners, and then your body's just not reacting. It's getting smaller and it's looking worse, especially at the most crucial time. It's a very ballsy thing to say, you know what? I know myself, I know my body, I'm just gonna do this. So that's just like a huge deal. And then now he places the best he ever has. So within 1 year, he's got to just feel so good about his decision making. And that's kind of really I really want to talk to him about too. But also, man, he's got a great relationship. We talked about that last time when I was on the show. It's the make or break.
Yeah, I can see. I think some people just have so much anxiety. Like a lot of people feel really good giving up control, like most bodybuilders, because they're just in a place they can't think of it. Some people that get like anxiety, like if they don't have the self responsibility and like something goes wrong, like, well, maybe I could have done this better than this guy if I listened to my body a little bit. So I kind of get where that mentality is. I think he'll end up. I mean, I'm sure he has somebody that's got to be helping him the last week. I mean, you can't be like making 100%. You got to bounce some shit off of somebody. But I imagine he'll end up with somebody next season. I think it'll be good for him for sure.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just got to be draining too, for like at the end doing everything by yourself. What I'm hoping is going to happen is that Samson's advices are going to like counter whatever he was doing, and then he's going to be like, "Man, he's Mr. Olympia. I got to listen to him." And then he's going to learn we don't have the same body, and Sergio beat him. That's what I'm hoping.
What if he's just got like Marlenko? She's just coaching him now on the
I know he
side.
comes in the best he's ever looked before. Of course, that's just my luck. Andrew jumping into the show 3 days before the show.
Yeah. So man, yeah, I'm really excited. That'll be awesome. And then yeah, I imagine it'll just be everybody doing these last two shows trying to qualify. Um, what are you thinking about the Olympia? I was curious of your thoughts on Brett. I'm really interested to see how his debut goes. Did you see his guest post? He guest post, right?
Yeah, no, he looks incredible. You know who I want to see next is Brett and Jordan next to each other. I think
Yeah, yeah.
Brett, Jordan, and Regan are similar. Like Regan's taller. I feel like Jordan and Regan are like the same with the hair. They like look kind of similar in the face. But structure wise, I would love to just see them three going against each other because I think Brett is better than both of them.
Yeah, it's so close. I think, yeah, I mean, Regan's just so good from the back. Like, his back is just so good. And that's where Jordan's, it's gotten way better, but he just kills it from the back. I mean, Jordan's lower half is great from the back, obviously, but Regan and Derek, those are the two, that's like one and two backs probably, right? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say Regan's back is like on, Derek level. It's just
Yeah.
it really is that good. But when you watch him train, maybe some other things, like legs and stuff, he's might maybe not going that crazy. He's really training legs really hard now. I'm really proud of Regan. But if you see him doing back, it is why he looks the way he is. He really does train really good. He's even taught me a couple things with back, but he's also 6'2" or whatever he is doing pull-ups. And because of Regan, training a whole chest workout or a whole fucking back workout. And then right before he leaves the gym, he just starts doing some pull-ups is why I started doing them because I'm like, I weigh 300 plus pounds. I can't be doing pull-ups anymore. And then when you watch somebody close to your weight doing it, you're just like, you're a fucking pussy. Like, why am I making excuses? So I've actually implemented pull-ups just because of Regan. So yeah, he trains really good on back. He's definitely got a really good connection to it. And I don't know what it is with whatever he was doing in Canada to start it, because it's not like this is out of nowhere. He's had a back for a
Yeah.
long
His whole
time.
whole posterior chain, yeah. I mean, he's just a good puller. Like, and you can see it, just like you're saying. I've watched him train a few times, it's like every fiber is like going. You can just see he's so connected. Uh,
Mhm. So yeah, I would love to see those three together. I'm really excited for him. I'm excited for Martin just because, I even had to yell at him thinking he's a failure because he didn't fucking win Pittsburgh. And it's just so crazy how exactly, that's why I was telling him, like, bro, people are literally laughing at you and talking shit about you just a year or two ago. And then,
yeah,
right, you peak like crazy at the Olympia. But if that never happened and he went to
yeah,
Pittsburgh, looked like what he looked like at Pittsburgh, whatever, even if he got the same placing, he would have never left that show feeling like a loser. But it's just expectations for ourselves and from others. And then also, we might not have animosity towards different people, but every bodybuilder has a bodybuilder they want to beat, no matter what, especially in the open. So I know that there was people he wanted to beat. So I'm just excited for him to kind of get his little, stock back up. I don't know I don't know where Andrew's gonna be. I don't know where Sasan is gonna be. But I think it's gonna be one of the most exciting Mr. Olympias in a long time. I feel like for the last couple of years, there was like the top 7, 8, and then the rest were all just like winning Japan show, Kazakhstan show. They did one of the qualifiers right after the Olympia, Big Man or something. Not that those shows are nothing, but it was a lot of people that didn't really beat anyone else that was in the Olympia.
yeah,
So this year, I feel like everybody who's in there has beat someone really good, you know? So, I mean, look at Sasani beat Regan, you know?
yeah.
Everyone who's going has earned a really good showing. And even Brett, who only beat Bruno at the Legion, Brett looked his best ever. It didn't matter who was going to be at that show. So everyone at the Olympia this year, I think, is there because they brought their best, and then they're even going to come even better. It's going to be the most exciting. I want to be there and I want to be a part of it.
It's going to be like one of the more aesthetic Olympias, thinking like just of the top 10 or so too. You know, besides you have Nick, who's the fucking freak, but I mean, other than that, like there's not a lot of people you would say are like unaesthetic. I mean, even Hottie, he can pull off some aesthetics and some shots, you know, when he brings that waist in, you know.
He's
Yeah.
got the same vacuum that Lee Haney did. So if
Yeah.
he wants to dog him,
Was he
and
who was he shitting on when he was talking? Was it Hottie or Nick? And just Nick. Usually
yeah,
everyone just shits on Nick, right?
and just the whole industry about how bodybuilding's gone to shit. And that's what I was saying is that these guys go in and out. My dad would do it. They like pay attention to bodybuilding for like 2 weeks. They see this guy won this show, they won that show, and it's like, oh, no, now I'm not gonna watch anymore. It's like you're fucking watching college basketball, and then you're only paying attention to like two schools. Like there are some mad prospects coming up the ranks, and yes, they might not be winning the Arnolds, they might not be winning the Olympia like what you want, but to say the majority of bodybuilding now is less aesthetic than what it was, it makes no sense at all.
Dude, so I mean, you could think like all the top. I mean, like you said, Regan, Brandao is just so aesthetic as fuck. You know, like there's just all the way down the line. Like, I
Derek,
mean,
Derek's hitting a vacuum too. you
yeah, I
know
mean, he's so cartoonish. He's like not aesthetic, but he can't say he's got like a ugly shape or anything. He's got like a superhuman looking shape. It's fucking
Yeah, that's why
wild.
they're just trying to attack his. Now the new thing is the motorcycle front doubles, or I mean front relax. What
Relax.
they're calling it, the fucking motorcycle. It's just the sport has changed. It's a different, completely different sport. We're not standing there. Some of these guys will just have like their arms in like the 80s, like their arms down to their side, and then they just have their just like waist to one side, and it's very statuesque, but you're not able to see the muscle. You're not able to see the whole physique. And that's when back then you were just judging on what was like beauty and kind of what we prefer deep down. But then that means that the guy who always has genetics is always going to win. That's what I'm saying. Like Jordan would never have won a show in Lee Haney's era, even though he's walking around with Gaspari glutes. It's just like the sport needs to be more fair. I think it's now where anyone can win, right? Clarita can beat me and Regan. We weigh 100 pounds more than him. Lee Labrada and Gaspari are battling their lives just to even be able to stand next to some of those guys. So anyone can win today. We're back in the day, you could beat these guys. They were partying. Like I'm not gonna name anyone, but man, the people that
Chris.
are the people, and Chris hates it. Chris hates it more than anyone, just so you know. Oh my God, anyone talks about Chris partying because he also didn't party. Yes, he did party, but it
No,
wasn't
but
that was him all the time. We just know him as that person because people don't know him as a person. So just so you know, between me and you, he fucking hates it so
oh, I
much.
know. He always says
Oh,
like it was like for his nerves. He would just be going there late. He's like, I wouldn't be getting fucked up usually. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
yeah. But exactly, no matter what, you did fucking roll on ecstasy and you fucking
Yeah.
had a fucking threesome. These other guys had these threesomes with these hook strippers. And then you competed in the Olympia and got top five. Like that's not possible, man. I have a fucking bad day and I'm gonna lose 2 spots in a show just because of cortisol alone. It's
Well,
just
maybe
such
maybe that's where the drugs are have their role.
I'm doing it all wrong, bro. I need to start microdosing. I bet you I would be Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, dude. Do you think that Labrada should have beat Haney in that drug tested one? Was that like 90?
Who should have beat him?
Labrada. That was the argument I hear.
Oh, right, right, right. I just think Labrada should have been a Mr. Olympia or at least won an Arnold. That's just kind of crazy to have not, have something significant when I think he is for the short people. Lee Priest is like Lee Priest is like that character that we love, but I mean, he was like his best twice.
Yeah,
And
and he was so genetic. Like he was just unlike you can't even like comprehend having that kind of genetics. Like you see Labrada, and obviously he's got insane genetics too, but it's not like
yeah,
Lee. You know?
not right, exactly. But I'm just saying, like of the short people, I would say Labrada is the best.
Yeah.
Uh, not counting like this era. Obviously, Derek. Derek has got to be the best short bodybuilder ever. I mean, he is because he's won both 212 and open. Like that's not even a question.
Sean Ray gonna come out at you.
Oh yeah, right. But I mean, I guess he's got an Arnold. Sean Ray's got an Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, should have had two, right?
Right. Yeah, that whole testing thing. So, but I would have said yes because Labrada definitely deserved to win one. And then I would also say yes because they were so complacent with giving the same guy the Olympia for a fucking almost decade that it's like, come on. There's no way, there's no way we saw the best Lee Haney ever, you know? Because if you look at it like the best, start from the beginning, the best of my dad ever was after Arnold beat him, came
What,
back and
70, 73,
two, yeah, 72. It was
72?
actually in Germany. Yeah, it was the Essen
Was
in
that
Germany.
so is that where he competed against Arnold and lost, or he didn't get to compete that one?
So he beat Arnold in 69, and then they suspended him in 71, so he wasn't allowed to compete. And then Arnold won his first one. And then he trained with Arthur Jones. He trained with the first time ever with a trainer, and it's because he was so mad that he lost. I mean, it was probably the first time that he got punched in the mouth ever in his life. He was just walking around being the largest person ever.
And
And
he
then,
should
of
have
course,
lost that one, right? Like in 70, Arnold was pretty diced, right? Would you give that one to Arnold?
um, no, no,
No.
because there's no way that those legs were so small. He was just so underdeveloped at that point. It was just apples. It was a perfect example of apples and oranges. So, but either way, my dad had never experienced loss before, and then he came back in 72. It is like even if he's my dad or not, like it was just an incredible condition and size. And then Jay, Jay looked his best. We only have the best Jay ever because he lost to Dexter and came back.
So what
Uh,
happened? What happened with your dad in 73? What did he compete? What was the
I think they suspended him
He got
again.
suspended again because he tried to get Arnold to come on stage at that other show
Yeah, that
before.
Mexico. Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, yeah. Even Arnold in his book says he lost in 72. He said he wouldn't have given it to himself. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, if I was a judge, I would have gone with. And I just watched a documentary on your dad like last week, just randomly on from the what's his name, Iron
Oh, really?
Historian. You watch the Iron Historian
Oh,
shit ever? You ever see his
I don't
stuff?
watch anyone.
Oh, his is
Not on my
good, man.
dad.
No, but I mean, any of the Iron Historian's documentaries.
No, but I'll check it out because yeah,
He's got
if they
good
do it
ones.
right, okay.
Yeah, he had a really good one with Tom Platz and Lee Priest and Marcus Rule. They're really
Oh shit.
good.
Yeah, the problem is with I would say mid 70s and earlier, there's just no proof of anything.
Well, they did have some footage, not much, but they showed how like Arnold like they did the prejudging. They said Arnold picked the room and he picked like this like
Oh yeah,
dark
the dark
ass.
room. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
they show those pictures because when there was better contrast, you could see like your dad fucking definitely should have won. And then it got blurred out a little bit there, but still obviously. So yeah, I watched it, dude. But I didn't know. I don't know how I didn't know this. I didn't know your mom shot your fucking dad, dude. When
You didn't know, yeah, you didn't know?
I don't know how I didn't know that. I was like, how the fuck did I not know this? Was she
Yeah, and
holding
that
you?
he's so fucking big that he didn't even die from the muscle, stop the bullet. And this is exactly how fucking toxic my parents are. They're fighting. She's like telling him, yeah, don't come closer, grabs his police gun, right? Of
Was she
course he
holding
shot.
you, or did I get that wrong?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. In
okay.
one hand, right? She's got the fucking Clint Eastwood revolver in the other one. Like such a happy family. And yeah, I guess my dad threw something, a phone, and then it barely hit me or barely missed me. And then that's when she was like, grab the gun. And she's like, yeah, we're done. And then, of course, you tell my dad, don't do something, even if he wasn't already going to be doing it, now he's going to do it. That's exactly what he was. I already know that. I already know exactly how that day went out. And then exactly, so he charged her, she shot him, and then exactly, this is how toxic they are. Then she drove him to the hospital.
Well, that's not
That's
toxic.
just like you shot
That's their baby
someone,
daddy. He's
you just shot
incapacitated.
him, and then he's just what? Trying to not bleed to death while you're just driving in Chicago traffic, just so insane. And
Was he
then they're
still
like, oh,
competitive? Like,
yeah, yeah.
did that end his career getting shot?
Well, if you think about it, I'm a baby. He did the 84 Olympia.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was that right after that?
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
so nuts. And then they're like, you know what, right? Because then what do you do after that, right? You realize, hey, you know what? We're pretty not compatible for each other. I think we should split our ways. No, let's have my sister. Let's have another kid.
oh
So
man.
yeah, exactly. My mom is actually unfortunately very fucked up. Just from all the beatings and stuff like that. She's got really bad memory loss. So she is really messed up. But I tell her all the time, like, you just kept staying with this monster You
That's how it
know,
goes
it's just so
sometimes.
insane. You know, I just, oh, I can't even imagine. And the problem was the biggest problem was that my dad was a police officer. So if this was any other situation, the amount of calls from the neighbors would have stopped this from getting to that escalation. The amount of times they went to court, it would have stopped it from happening. But when my dad wins everything there is, because especially in the 80s, the Chicago Police Department is with uh, Capone. It's still connected with the mob. It is one of the most powerful mobs in, you know, the city of Chicago. So there was nothing my dad was going to get in trouble for ever. And so I think that's also what made him feel even more invincible, that he could do whatever he wanted. And I always think about all the time that I only know this because, right, my mom tells me. You're telling me my dad didn't do nothing else to anyone else. You know, I ran into this guy and he was telling me about this story one time. And this is exactly how my dad is. This guy probably is just so afraid of my dad because of just how he looks. He's just panicking. He pulls this guy over, and now he's like rolling the window down, but he's so afraid of my dad that he's like, "Give me your license." And he like rolls the window down, he's trying to put it through, and he drops it. It falls to the floor. Of course, my dad's like, "Get out and get the license off the floor." He could just pick it up, but you know, you're a Chicago police officer in the 80s. You can do whatever you want. So now this guy is just so scared, he doesn't want to get out of the car. My dad pushes the window down, pulls this guy out of the car, and like a fucking bully in high school is grabbing him by his ankles and making him upside down, grab his ID off the floor like a
That's hilarious.
fucking a bully. You know, it's so horrible. So when people would tell me stories like that, it makes me think like, what else was he just out there?
Right.
I can't even imagine. So yeah, so it's crazy you didn't know that. I mean, I guess I don't talk about it, but
Yeah, I mean, maybe I had heard it and just slipped away. Maybe, but I was like, I didn't. Whatever it was, it did not register. So that's probably like me. Like you weren't, you didn't see a healthy relationship, so you were attracted to crazy bitches and toxicity when you were younger. Like I didn't know my dad, but it was like the same thing. I mean, I knew him a little bit. I saw him a few times, but all I know is one point before I was born, like he had a gun in my mom's mouth, and then still was born later. So it's like there's kind of
so
some
yeah, so
kind
you
of
can relate. You can relate.
there's, there's
Exactly.
some kind of shit going on. Have you ever gotten like, have a girl ever been like physical with you? You ever had to like get in that situation?
No, because remember I told you I was with like the same girl almost my whole life, like 20 years. So it's funny that yeah, you would think that I would be even attracted to maybe a little like hostile kind of environment, or just maybe think that that's okay. But no, I never was. And she was super, super chill, didn't even go to the gym. But it's probably also why I'm only in my happiest relationship at 40. So there's probably something in there why, you know, but no, thank God, because I definitely have a temper and I hate people that try and do stuff on purpose because they know your weaknesses. And I think maybe I probably would never be attracted to someone who could be kind of like what's the word where they try and like not manipulate you, but they try and like trigger you.
Like gaslight you and shit. Yeah.
And because fucking Hispanic women, that's exactly what they are, you know? Right. And they don't even know half the time that they're doing it. So maybe deep down, I probably went on dates or met them and immediately was like, I'm out and just avoided it altogether. So no, I've never had any of that. But also deep down, growing up with an abusive father, not only to my mom, but also to me, every time that I catch myself losing my temper, it is the most frightening thing to realize that I'm my dad. And so that shuts it off right away, which is good. But I always think to myself, my grandfather definitely was abusive. And so if my dad saw that, is it just because it's kind of like a okay thing in other countries? And then when you come to America in the fucking 50s, nobody's talking about domestic abuse, no one's going to jail for that. So I think that was, it's not an excuse for him because there's no excuse for it. But I think until like Me Too and a lot of things were like, hey, you can't treat women like that, until men started to realize like, oh shit, I have a problem. So luckily I learned it right away, even just getting mad at sports or stuff as a kid, and I'm just like yelling or getting really upset, because especially when I was younger, my dad was my least favorite person. So it was the easiest to snap me out because now I'm turning into the guy I hate. Yeah, I'm good. So probably low key somewhere in there. I definitely have traumas because of seeing the beatings from my parents. But somewhere in there, it's probably what's kept me from I've never put a hand on a woman ever in my life.
Yeah. Yeah. And like it'd be like a fucked up situation if a chick got real crazy with you. You'd probably get in trouble anyway, because it's just so fucking big. Like, what would, like if a girl's like physically attacking you and like you try to like get yourself or get her out of the situation, the cops get called, you're fucking huge, you're
It
blackish.
happened.
They're gonna come after you. You know, that's happened to me, dude. Anytime there's been two times I've had cops called because I was with crazy bitches, and then one of them I just literally took her out of my house and like gently set her on the lawn. Like I literally, she's fucking punching me as I'm carrying her, like just set her down. And I lock my door and the cops come and they're all fucking mad at me. And I'm like, I'm in here with my
Yeah.
mom. Like, and I just
Yeah, they're
removed
always gonna
her.
think that you can just somehow control them or hold them. When yeah, when you're getting your fucking eyes clawed out, or scratched. So yeah, that is a tough thing with bodybuilding. It's funny you say that because I don't know if you saw me and Regan did that banana Chiquita banana thing, and it's pre-workout at Walmart. So we went to go do a video, and we're walking to because I was like, oh, let's walk to the banana section, just do something funny. This fucking definitely MMA type of dude purposely is trying to walk straight into us, and it was just like it was really hostile. And we even like because Regan's like me too, like we're just like, what a fucking weirdo. We just keep walking, and then you just hear behind us like, all that muscle's not going to save you. You could just tell he's like one of those guys. He's so bothered that these guys have like attention and have muscles where he probably doesn't, and he just keeps yelling, and it's so crazy. And I was even saying to him after it was done, because then he's like walking up with his hands, like, "Want to go? Want to
What
go?"
the fuck?
We're in banana outfits. Like it couldn't be any more non-threatening.
What the
It's
fuck?
just so insane. And that's what I said that day too, that those are the people that I love to fight. I love bullying bullies because he's done that to somebody else. And they're like, no, man, I don't want a problem. I fucking love beating the shit out of guys that are just starting fights, purposely trying to, antagonize people.
I'm just seeing
But
you and Regan beating the fuck out of some dude in banana costumes. Like, what's he gonna think? He's gonna take y'all both out like easily? Like, what is this? Like, you're like fucking 600 pounds of humans between the two of
But
you.
that's how they're programmed. That's how all the MMA guy pros are programmed, that they'll just armbar everybody, and it doesn't make muscle. But yeah, we're not gonna fight mixed martial arts level. Like if you're in that setting, yes, you're gonna beat a bodybuilder 10 out of 10 times. A street fight is completely different.
Yeah.
There's no idea. You're not grabbing no gis or anything like that. But anyway, it's funny you said that because even the AN manager guy, he was just like it would have been really bad, but it would have been the most viral thing of two dudes in a banana outfit just fucking pounding the fuck out of this dude. But after that, I said that was why I brought this up. No matter what, as soon as me and Regan go to court, we already lost. There's nothing we can say that we felt threatened. We were.
Just gotta wait for him to throw the first punch.
Yeah, but it's still tough because I mean, luckily you would see it on a camera, so I think we'd be okay. But no matter what, you're always going to be that fucking. I always feel like if I'm going to court, I'm like Rich Piana when he was getting married. Like the sleeves are cut off, like
That's
no
that
matter
shit
what,
show.
no matter how much clothes I wear, I look like that going into jail. You remember Hogan? They had to go and he had like the handcuffs and he's just fucking jacked in court when they had to admit that they're taking steroids.
Yeah.
So yeah, no matter what, it's just a losing case to ever with anything, especially anyone smaller than you, and let alone a woman. I mean, you would have to really be an eye hanging out of its socket for you to really get off clean of, protecting yourself.
No, so yeah, it's like pretty hard to do. Did you see what's her face? Steffi Cohen got arrested. You know her?
Oh, I did see that. Was that the second time, right?
Second time, so second DV case, and I think
But
the
then
first.
exactly like we're talking about our parents, then the boyfriend's like, no, I don't want to press charges. I don't. He didn't do anything. Yeah, this is why this keeps happening, bro.
Yeah, he likes it. He definitely like a little bit if
Yeah.
you stick around.
No, when the women are beating the dudes and they stay, the dude likes it.
Well, she's like an MMA fighter too, so it's not like you got to bob and weave and shit. It's not the same as like my little 105 pound fucking girlfriend was trying to throw at me. Like I can this just bounce off of me.
Yeah,
She can
yeah,
hurt
yeah,
you.
yeah. She's pivoting her like waist and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. When are you heading out to Italy?
Yeah, pretty soon. I know it's so crazy. I leave this month. I didn't even realize that because I'm gonna go a week early. But of course, Olivia still can't travel. This whole shit with the
Right?
visa.
How long has it been?
I mean, we got married last year.
Yeah, what's the deal? Is this just like is this how it is, or you just got unlucky?
This is this administration. Yeah, making everything delayed. I don't think obviously she's like the most white,
I
pale,
was about to
blonde.
say she's exactly what we
Yeah.
want.
But it's just the whole process is all backed up that yeah, I don't think that they're rushing. And that was I was telling you last time we were talking about it. They're not rushing in general, and they're definitely not rushing so she can go for the bodybuilding competition. Like if I had like some kind of real job, I'm sure we would have got that exemption because you can get it, which we filed for FIBO. So even since FIBA, we still have not been able to get it. So now it's just, and I've been following a lot of like immigration lawyers and stuff, and they've really been saying like, yeah, if you leave, you're definitely not coming back, even if you're married.
Yeah, let me know if you need anything. I got a good contact an immigration client. She's an immigration attorney.
Yeah, this shit
Yeah.
is just ridiculous because now I'm literally traveling to almost her country. Like I'm traveling to Europe, which she can go to, but now just for us to come back, and that's what we were having to figure out because a couple months ago, I was just like, fuck it, let's just go. And then I was like, we'll just prep. We'll prep in fucking Europe, for the show. And then she's like, okay, but then right now, like everything goes good. You win, and now you're qualified for the Olympia. Now I can't be in Vegas for
Yeah.
the Olympia. So we had to kind of pick our battles.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going with. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go out there, fucking try and do it. But no matter what, I'm better now where I was on stage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, it'll be sick. And then so she'll watch the dog, right? So you got a new dog? Was it? I saw
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
What
you only
was it? Why
saw
was
that.
that at the vet?
You
I
only
saw
saw that because you're on my close friend. I haven't even
yeah.
told you.
I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
that. I was like, oh, I wonder if he just doesn't want to show off his dog yet.
No, man, I don't know what it is. I just kind of
It's
like
like your
maybe
kids. I get it.
no, I'm also like shadow banned. Like I'm not getting any views or anything on my social media. It's like the lowest it's ever been.
You
So I'm
speak out
just
against Israel?
right. You would think that I'm fucking making Gaza posts. No, I'm not doing shit. I don't know why I am, but it's made me where I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care. I don't care. Like now I literally only care about the people that I know that follow me. So stuff like that. I also want to make it where it sounds so fucking gay,
No,
but like
I get you.
you guys feel more special
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you guys care about me, then you're able to see something about my life. So either way, when you adopt, if they're over a certain age, they have to get fixed. You can't just take
Uh,
them because these people will fucking grab them from the shelter and just breed them till
it's a
they
pit,
fuck.
right?
No, she's got some kind of mix in her. I mean, who knows? But this shelter was the most fucking disgusting shelter I've ever been to in my life, bro. And we went to all the shelters here in Vegas, and they're so weird here. There's all these rules. You can't even see the dog that you're gonna adopt. You can't even see it. You can't see it through a window. You can't do anything except a photo on your fucking computer. And we drove all the way there, and we're like, can you at least just hold it up far away from us? We're like, I get it somewhat because people are dirty and they're probably all just touching the dogs and the dogs get sick and they die. But why behind glass you cannot show me this animal before I, get it? So it just put us off. We're just like, it's this hard to even just adopt. Fuck them. And then we had to drive to California, and I was like, oh, let's just check out the shelters on the way. And in the fucking middle of nowhere, like straight hills have eyes area. I mean, it is fucking redneck central. We saw this shelter and we're like, oh, let's go in. As soon as I opened the door, it was the most disgusting smell I've ever smelled in my life. Not like shit, because I mean, obviously there are a bunch of dogs are just gonna be shitting everywhere. It was just like garbage. And then there's just roaches on the wall. And I'm like, oh my God. So I even told her, let's check really quick and leave. I don't even want to be here. I'm like putting my shirt over my nose. And then, yeah, we saw her. And she's just, all the dogs are all jumping all over each other and killing each other. And she's just chilling, just sitting by herself, not making any noise. I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking one for me. That's my Netflix and chill dog. Cause I want to get a puppy, but I'm on prep. I'm not
Yeah,
trying.
that's a beast. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's super calm, she's super chill, but then yeah, there's all these rules. You had to get her fixed and microchipped and paid this thing. So we had to technically pick her up from the vet, but it was fucking hours away. So that day we drove to California. By the time we came back, the place was closed. And then we're like, oh, we'll just drive back. And of course they're closed for 3 days. So then we just went yesterday or the day before and just drove to go pick her up. So it's been great. But yeah, she's perfect. She is not doing anything. The worst thing about her, she can't be 5 feet away from us.
She's
Like,
a little clean. Yeah, she's fucking in the shittiest shelter in America. Like she's like got
you
that fucking
know,
anxiety.
no one's talked to her before. She doesn't understand that a human is talking to her. It's really weird because I'm sure she was just in there. They clean the bowl, they change it out, and that's it. There's no like actual talking to the animal. So it's taken her a while to realize that she's like, oh, you're talking to me. Um, but yeah, like even Olivia was like working on me on the table the other day, and her leg is touching the couch. She's just crying because she's too far away. So it's just a perfect dog. So she's not eating anything. And girl dogs are way better than boy dogs for sure. They're super chill. So no, it's been really great. And now she'll have this dog, while I'm gone.
Yeah. Would
It's
you name her? Or she already have a name? How's that work at that age?
she had no name. She has no fucking idea what her fucking breed is. They couldn't tell us anything. They don't know how old she is. So that's why I had to go today. That's what I was doing. Is I want to do a full checkup. Tell me what fucking breed she is. Tell me how old she is. So thank God they're gonna get back to us and tell us the information. So I don't know. But so we call her Lala, but it's really Sitala, and it's from do you and your girl ever watch White Lotus?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in season 3, you remember that's the singer, and they keep correcting the name. It's Sitala.
That's like the K-pop chick, right? Or
It's not K-pop, but it's
the
Thailand version. Yeah, because she's
yeah,
an
like
extra. Yeah, she was
yeah,
a
yeah,
famous
yeah. She's a
Yeah,
smoke show. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was her name, technically. But yeah, trying to tell the vet and other people, Sitala. It's just Lala.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, it's fun.
She's Lala. Yeah, that's her. That's her. So she's super cool. It's been really good. I lost my dog when she died in Dubai. I forgot how healing animals are, just
Was
another
it
life.
was it hard? Because my dog died and we were like he was my everything, dude. I had him since like first time I lived on my own. Like I just can't bring myself to get another dog. Was there like a part of you that was hard to do that, or you were 100% like ready?
I've always been. That was in Dubai. And I know no matter what anyone wants to tell me, I killed her by bringing her to Dubai. That heat killed her. She's fucking 15 years old. And exactly like you're saying, everyone has one really significant animal. It's like whatever it was, where obviously you had them for a long time, but most of the time you had them through really hard times.
Yeah.
That dog is also memories of that, thing. So when I moved out to Dubai and I'm like, oh, and I made my ex come and bring her out there. We did all the papers because flying a dog to Dubai is also impossible. Did all that just for her not to be able to have ever experienced that heat before. She went from Chicago to San Diego.
Yeah.
So she just and there's no grass in Dubai that's real. And she's only pissed and shit on grass her whole entire life. She's only been around foliage. So that was the biggest difficulty when she first got to Dubai. She's just searching for grass forever. We're walking forever. We're trying to explain to her, this is it. You got sand, you know? And you better learn to love this fake grass because that's as good as it's going to get. So maybe with that of her not wanting to go to the bathroom or holding it, and then the heat was making her breathe really hard, it enlarged her heart. So yeah, after I got out of jail, did the cow, I went to India, and Olivia was watching. Her name was Khaleesi. She was watching her, and she's like, "Yeah, I got her bathed, and she just passed out." I was like,
Fuck.
"Oh my God!" And then when I got back, yeah, ever since I got back, she just was like, could barely move, no matter what. And yeah, it was easily one of the roughest things that I went through in my life. And so exactly now, in a weird way, I don't want to get another dog because they're gonna die no matter what. It's so crazy. Dogs are gonna die before us, and we just keep doing it. And we have these traumas. So that in the back of your head, you're gonna lose this animal. I was like, I'm not trying to do this. But I do know that besides me being a big animal lover, Olivia is even bigger. And it's unfair for her not to have this life and us also not to have that together. So like last year, I was okay, I'm thinking I'm ready. But in the back of my head too, it's like weird. I feel like I'm cheating.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm
I get
moving
it.
on too. I'm moving on too fast.
Yeah.
And then already because she's a girl, I catch myself saying some of the words I said to her, and I'm like, "That's fucking wrong, man." So it was. I was struggling with it, and anyone listening to this that doesn't have an animal is probably like, "This guy's a fucking gay ass." That doesn't make
No,
sense.
no.
If you have an animal, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm so glad that it worked out and the way it did, because I was like, I want to leave this place, and then it turned into I can't even I can't even relax because I want to get her out of there so bad. It was so gross. And you can see she's got these like calluses on her elbow because she's never been on anything soft. She won't get off the couch or the carpet because she has no idea what it feels like to be able to just run and just
Right.
drop it. She's on fucking concrete floor in a cage with a fucking gate for who knows how long. I think she's probably like 4 months.
Is she like heavy or she's in good shape from not moving, you know?
She was super skinny.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you know, Louis C.K. has a whole bit about that, about like why we want dogs. Like when we have children, especially, they want you to get a dog. You're like, well, I'm just gonna inevitably make this the saddest fucking thing you've ever experienced in your life at some point when we do this. So it's like, okay, it'll be really good until it's fucking awful.
So true.
That's a
It's
very,
so
very Louis
true.
C.K. kind of
Man,
in
Louis
my,
C.K. is probably one of my favorite people. I hate that
yeah.
they did to him.
Oh, he's coming back pretty good. You know,
Yeah,
my
yeah, I
my
saw that.
yeah, yeah. I saw him headline the Oddball Comedy Festival, and it was awesome. That was like when he was at his
Oh
peak.
shit, really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a huge stadium, so it's not the best venue, but it was awesome. And then right after that, he went to shit with the scandal. But I mean, it's kind of weird, but it was like not violent
His
or
was the least.
non-consensual.
His was the least bad of all of
Yeah,
them beats.
it was all consensual. Like there was nothing that he didn't get permission for, I guess. But you know, my girl's dog died right when we moved, like right when we moved, and it's like it's such a you know it shows you like how different guys and girls are. Like right when my dog died, I was so fucked up and sad, but it's like I wanted to fuck to take my mind off of it. Whereas like there was like I don't know like a week where there's like fuck is not on the table because she's so sad over her dog dying. I'm like, when is there appropriate amount of time for me to say like just fucking get over and bend over for a second? Like, can we just not think about it for a second? It just shows how we deal with our sadness differently, guys and girls.
Yeah, no, I was definitely on the distraction for a while of not thinking about it, which
Yeah.
is super unhealthy, but no matter what, I was able to eat. I was able to train because, yeah, I wasn't eating or training when that happened. Yeah, it's a tough thing about bodybuilding, and I've kind of had to deal with it my whole life. And that's what bodybuilders deal with when you have bad things happen. You don't get to just handle it how you want. You don't get to take your time because you're literally losing money. And like me, because my body wants to go back to being a fucking skinny ass ectomorph, I can have 3 bad days and I fucking lost 15
Yeah.
pounds.
Me too.
So yeah, even with relationships, sometimes I have to be really super cold and just delete, block, and just kind of forget because really deep down, if I have a thought about it, then I'm just like, oh, I'm not hungry. Bodybuilding makes you so selfish on so many different levels. And really, sometimes it makes you a shitty person.
Well, at least you're pro at making money, so you can justify it a little bit. A lot of us can't. Are you gonna work out still? Where are you going?
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go now. Yeah.
Where are you
Mhm.
going?
No, today I'm actually gonna go. Where am I gonna go today? I'm actually gonna go. I want to take you there when you come next time too. Is Kilo? Kilo is actually a really
Yeah,
bad.
that'd be cool. It
Yeah,
looks
it's just
cool.
fucking. It's This is one of those things that I'm very thankful. I don't even have this connection because I'm Sergio Son or a bodybuilder. I just fucking was cool with the guy who had City Athletic Club, which was the best gym in Vegas for like forever. All of the Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, Mr. Olympias in Vegas. City Athletic Club was the gym that people went to. And anyone watching who's maybe trying to figure out how what gym it is or you are, he's the one that invented J bells. You put your hand in the dumbbell
Yeah,
and it goes over. It's so good for laterals, you
yeah, I like
know?
him.
So when that gym closed, he opened up another one. And thank God, because we were just cool. He's like, yeah, you can train there for free, but it's $250 a
Yeah,
month.
that's an
Like
expensive one. Yeah,
that's where Jay trains. But
yeah.
yeah, they have all these crazy rules. If you're filming, no one can be in your shot in the background. No one can come up to you to talk to you. So I think that's why Jay goes there a lot. I think he
Yeah,
loves.
that's good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna probably go there today. They have that Smith machine row.
Like Panada or whose is it?
No, it's the first people who invented that. You remember when that first came out? It's just like the Smith machine sliding.
Yeah,
It's a back row. I've posted it before, and then Max Pump just made one. They threw one in Dragons. Dragons did add a bunch of machines that are actually really good. I can't
yeah.
lie. Yeah, they stepped it up.
There's too many other good ones now for me to worry about checking that out. But yeah, whenever yeah, I'll link you up with Joe because he'll be up there next week. His girl's family's up there, so now they got the baby. He's gonna be up there every month, so he's a fucking monster. It'll be cool. Get a workout or something in
I
with you
mean, I think
guys.
he's probably the best. Like, I mean, we're talking about best backs. This guy just
Oh
started.
yeah.
How are we not going to be throwing him with Derek and Regan in a couple years? And that chest, My God, he gives me like super anxiety with my fucking
He's got a couple
ups.
shots that he could like have top three in the league like easily, you know.
That side chest and that back double is already up there, and he just
Yeah, and his
literally.
side try is pretty solid too, you know.
Yeah, and then when he posted the transformation of how much he's changed since last year to this year, I was even thinking too, like I haven't changed that much, and my wife was not pregnant. Like he went through a
Right.
pregnancy and got that much better.
Well, you know,
Like
this was like his fourth show ever.
I didn't
Like
know
his
that.
like his fourth. He did one amateur show on his own. Then he worked with Justin and did like the cow looked fucking incredible. And then won the USA's with Justin, and then did the cow pro. And then this is his fifth show, I think. We were talking about it. I'm like, it's fucking wild.
But he's lucky because Justin's one of those people where peaking him perfect or not, it's such a value to have someone like that in your life from the beginning. Just like, don't trust this person. This fucking gear is bad. You know, there's a lot of things that you can just save yourself so much time of guinea pigging if you have someone who's actually just a super good person, but also no bullshit. That's the best thing about Justin. There's no way that once he
Yeah,
picked him up, he wasn't like, bro, stop doing this, do this, you know, the right advices.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Compton. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so cool. Man, well, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. I'll let you know when to come out there. I'd love to make the Olympia in Vegas this year. It's in Vegas, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, bro, if I win this Italy show, then I'll fly you out because
Nice.
I need you to come back. We need to celebrate because it's been a long time since
Yeah.
I've been able to wipe my ass with my fucking
Dude, you
arm.
look.
And
I'm not. I can't find anything to nitpick too bad. I watch you a lot, and like even if I do, it's like one minor thing, and it
I
gets
think
fixed.
about you too, for sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Awesome.
thanks,
Cool.
man. I appreciate you. Yeah. So yeah, let's do another one of these after Italy. Maybe I'll do it because I'm gonna if I win Italy, I'm gonna be done. But
Yeah.
you know, worst case, I want to do Germany. Then let's do another one and we can talk about how Italy went.
Nice. All right. Appreciate it, man. Have a good workout, brother.
Later.
Peace out.